We have a brand new troop for the Halloween update in Clash of Clans. The Royal Ghost will be making an appearance as a temporary troop. In this video, I am going to explain everything you need to know about the Royal Ghost. We will first explain the stats before getting into attacks, demonstrating how to use the Royal Ghost, its strengths and weaknesses. So for the statistics, being a limited edition troop, it is based on your town hall level. So a town hall 12 will have a level 7 Royal Ghost. Damage per second is 680, hit points being 270, so it is a little bit squishy, but you will see why in a second. Moving down over, the housing space is 8 troop capacity and it will attack any building. This makes it one of the best funneling troops in the game, or in my opinion, the best funneling troop. You can let me know down in the comments how you plan to use the Royal Ghost. However, check it out. It has a special ability, very similar to the Builder's Base. It is ignored by defenses and walls for 12 seconds after being deployed. That is incredible. It means you can snipe off buildings on the outside, you can even snipe off defenses, and I actually made a video where we had the Royal Ghost versus every single defense in the game one-on-one. I will be sure to link that video at the end of this one. However, let's get out into some attacks using the Royal Ghost to demonstrate exactly how you want to use it. We will dive into some specific attacks on more realistic bases in a second, but I wanted to show you the most OP use of the Royal Ghost. It can snipe off an enemy archer queen. Check this out. Maxed out level 65 queen will go down to the Royal Ghost because of the 12-second invincibility. Goodbye, archer queen. If you see an exposed archer queen, take a Royal Ghost, 8 troop capacity will take her out. Before we dive into a full attack, I've set up a little bit of a corner of a base here in order to demonstrate the strengths and weaknesses of the Royal Ghost separately. So when you place it in, it will pop Tesla traps. However, the Tesla will not attack it. The Royal Ghost will be able to slowly snipe that off, but it will be susceptible to traps. Now, once it has had the 12-second invincibility, it will have to walk around walls and then obviously still susceptible to traps. But this is where it gets interesting, and what I want you guys to do is at the end of the video drop down in the comments how you are going to use the Royal Ghost based on the gameplay you have seen today from the update. Also leave a like if this one helps you out. Now, looking at the base now, we have the walls in the way of the Eagle Artillery. However, the Royal Ghost able to move straight through them, but 3 small bombs is what is required to take out the Royal Ghost. So the main weakness of this new troop is that it is susceptible to traps. 1 giant bomb and it is gone. So whilst you are using 8 troop capacity and it is incredible, it will go down if you have traps in an area. So based on this information, I will show you in a second. Obviously, you want to try and snipe off defenses. If you can get in towards an Eagle Artillery, an Inferno Tower, anything for that matter, you will be able to take it out. However, as a defender, you want to try and trap this area as well. So if you expose an Inferno Tower, maybe you take out all of the buildings around it, you can sneak a Royal Ghost in order to take that out. However, you've got to know that traps will affect it. Alright guys, this is where it gets exciting. I know you're excited. I'm going to show you a little bit of a more realistic attack on a base using 10 Royal Ghosts. Now after this one, I am also going to show you another amazing example for the Royal Ghost, so don't go anywhere. You will not want to miss that. Now, like we've mentioned, funneling, sniping defenses, best use of the Royal Ghost. So let's put one on either cannon here. That helps with the funnel, but it also helps to snipe off the defenses. Let's just see what happens. Check the one out on the right-hand side there. Able to get not only the cannon, but the mortar as well. Just look at that. For 8 troop capacity, that in itself is a tremendous funnel. Now, it's not just about sniping off defenses. Think about the trash buildings on the outside of the base as well. If you were to use a baby dragon here, potentially you'd have to use a loon in order to test for traps as well. 8 troop capacity, and look at that, 3 buildings down, and creates the funnel brilliantly. But it doesn't even stop there. Look, we can now directly target these buildings on the inside. Wizard Tower, your history, my friend. Now again, remember what I showed you. They are susceptible to traps, so you have to bear that in mind. Why didn't you go to the Archer Tower? That would have been a much better choice. We've got 6 left, guys. Let's actually snipe off that Archer Tower. Help to create the funnel here for our troops, and let's start the Queen charge. Otherwise, we will run out of time. I'm going to use one more on this side just to help with pathing. Notice the giant bomb there as well, set off by the Royal Ghost. Let's use a couple of balloons to test for traps, followed by the healers. How many witches are out? I think they're all out there, are they? Let's use another. 4 Royal Ghosts left. Let's put a couple of them in towards the defenses on the side here. Try and help take them down, create pathing, get the Queen into the center. I'm not really taking this as a serious raid. The giant bomb goes down, but again, guys, we are just demonstrating their use. Time is a-ticking, but hopefully this is showing you for the Queen Walk, you can certainly use it. Sniping off defenses for that Queen Walk. Look at this Wizard Tower. I'll snipe it off. Help pathing for the Queen. Help in terms of getting through the base here. And then let's use Hog Riders down to the bottom. We're certainly not going to get this done, but let's just show you. Let's show you what happens here. We can use another rage. We can use a freeze. We can use a heal for the hogs. Let's actually use Grand Warden and a rage spell there. King's ability. Now look at this. It's not always sniping off defenses initially. You can snipe off defenses on the back end of the base here as well, look. So Hog Riders doing a tremendous job getting through that, but the Royal Ghost, well, it didn't quite snipe off any defenses there, but you get the idea, guys. You can use it to snipe off any defenses on the back end, potentially if you have a Lalo attack, a Hog Rider attack, anything where coming down to the end of it, you're also attacking defenses. Maybe think about saving on to a Royal Ghost in order to sneak in and get that. Brilliant stuff. It can be used to set up the funnel originally. It can be used to snipe off defenses and also towards the end of the attack. Multiple uses, but let's get into another one. Now, the final secret weapon of the Royal Ghost is in relation to the Town Hall, and specifically Town Hall 12. The Giga Tesla and the Giga Bomb is obviously a really difficult defense for most of your attacks. However, if you know there is no traps in an area, if there is a trap in that area, you might want to flush it out with wall breakers, goblins. If there's traps, your Royal Ghost is susceptible, but if not, one Royal Ghost, 8 troop capacity, has the ability to snipe off a Town Hall. That is incredible value. Again, it's rare that the Town Hall will be pushed against the side of the base, but do know that it's an option, potentially even if it's in the base a little bit. Like I said, you might be able to flush it out or the traps out with goblins, wall breakers. Maybe consider taking an earthquake spell as well, because if the Town Hall doesn't quite go down, you can use that to finish it off, although one other Royal Ghost would obviously get that done. Now, one question that I feel might be asked in the comments, so let's show you, is the Royal Ghost walk. Sending the Royal Ghosts in with healers, does it work? Well, guys, it's all based on the health of the Royal Ghosts, and unfortunately we lost a healer to the air defense, but because they're so little in health, it really doesn't do that well to have them under rage either. Look, the healers just weren't able to keep them alive, so unfortunately the Royal Ghost walk will not work. However, let's push in with the heroes here. We can take out the eagle with our heroes, and then we can use the the Royal Ghost to snipe off some of the other defenses. So let's put a bunch of them down to the bottom there and just watch them flush out that area. With the Inferno Tower, let's just press our hero's abilities all together. I'm not really too fussed about this attack at the top. It's more the Royal Ghost. So look, now that the defenses are exposed, just check it out. As they move in, Inferno Tower, able to be one-shotted, or not one-shotted, but goes down to one Royal Ghost. Expo, everything exactly the same. And I have a video which focuses on the Royal Ghost versus every defense. If you want to see that, I'm going to link it here in a second, guys. It will also be in the pinned comments. Let's make sure that we get the 2 stars here before we finish out. And just let you guys know as well that if you have any comments, any questions, any other videos you would like to see, be sure to let me know in the comments so that I can bring them to you, and also let me know your thoughts about the Royal Ghost and how you plan to use this new troop for Clash of Clans in the October 2019 update. It's amazing, we got the same percentage of attack that we did in the last one. Brilliant stuff. But if you want to see the Royal Ghost versus every defense, be sure to check out this video. It is entertaining and educational as well. But that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.